beautiful in red today, and I don't know if you can see it, but complete with the red sweater and the red shoes. Oh,
I think they can see. I think they can see our shoes.
Can they?
I think maybe they can.
Yes, but happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Jaylene coming in, so we're going to get her.
So I'll be right back. I'll tell Jaylene.
All right, well, we're ready for our Top It Off prize session. So if you are new to Hen and Chick Studio, we are located in Conrad, Iowa, and you're seeing the front of the store here, and I know there's a little talking in the background. That's okay. It's a rainy, not as sunny day, so we thought it kind of gives you the opportunity to look out the front of our building instead of just always seeing the side of it. But we're ready for our Top It Off, which is what I was saying, and you may not have been able to hear me before, but we're ready to celebrate our Top It Off Sew Along participants.
Absolutely. And I just want to say, on this Valentine's Day, you might have already said this, but
I haven't.
But we love all of you, everybody that follows us, and so we're sending our love to you. I posted in the creative community today that I would love you to share something that you're loving today, whether that's a project you're working on or...
Well, Heidi, what's something you're loving today?
What am I loving today? Well, I love a lot of things, but you know what? I'm going to say what I loved last night.
Okay.
And I'm looking forward to going home today. The girls went to Crumble Cookie with Henry. And they brought Crumble cookies home. And just a little sliver, that's all I need.
Well, just a little taste.
Just a little taste. That's all I need. That's all I need.
Yes.
So, and what about you? What are you loving today?
I mean, that's like putting me on the spot too. I shouldn't have asked you because now you asked me.
That's right.
Well, I think there's so much to love of so many things in life and so many blessings that it's kind of hard to narrow it down. But if you want to go to one little thing, what would it be?
Well, aren't you loving that Kobe's on his way home?
Oh, I am loving that. Yes, Kobe's on his way home. We'll do it. We'll do that one. There's a lot of things that I can love in life. But my youngest son is on his way home from Fort Bragg, North Carolina today. So that will be exciting when he gets home.
That will be very exciting. So lots of things, and we certainly love hearing from all of you. So join the creative community if you have not already. We ask just a couple of quick questions. We like to know how you found us, that kind of thing. And then you can get in and participate in all of the conversations that are going on. Yes.
This is creative community. Again, it's on Facebook, Hen and Chick Studio Creative Community. Very simple, straightforward, no crazy little name or anything. Very straightforward. Go on over there, join us, because gosh, we get inspired by all the time. Actually, honestly, sometimes we don't even have time to look, but when we do look, we're like, Heidi, did you see this?
They're very creative. Yes. Okay, so today is the follow-up and the wrap-up to our second Sew Along. And, back in November, let's go take a step back. We thought, what could we do before back it up. What could we do before the Christmas holidays for a little fun, right? So we picked a free pattern, and if you want to, it should be on one of those pages. There you go. It's going to show that it's $1, but not to worry, it's really free. So when you go to our website and you go to download it, it will be free. But we picked this free pattern, and it is just a great pattern, does a lot of things.
Today.
And then we did a format of 4 weeks, where each week we talked about something different: fabric selection, cutting, piecing, and finishing it off. The response from all of you was awesome. We loved it. So we decided to do it again. And we did it this time. We were calling it the Top It Off Sew Along. This time we did not use a free pattern. We did use a purchased pattern called Hat Hooray from Atkinson Designs. Love this pattern. And apparently you guys do too, because we certainly know we've had a lot of good conversations about this pattern. And again, we did the same format where we've done 4 weeks where the videos are completely free to you. We're putting them on the website so you can go back. You can go back to the
multiple ways that you can get to any of this stuff. Yes.
Yep. And you could go back to Festive Fun and watch the 4 videos that go along with that project. You can go back to our Top It Off page and see the 4 videos that go with the Hat Hooray pattern. And I love it because I feel like we're getting to share lots of tips and lots of ideas.
And every pattern has different tips, right? Like every, whether it's a pattern, everything in life.
We can learn something from
everything has a different little twist on it. So it's never going to be the same. And can I share, Heidi, an easy way, if they don't know where to go to find these, is to go on our website, henandchickstudio.com, to this like I talk with my hands a lot.
Me
the
too.
Stash Buster.
It's a
the
tab.
second over on the top, and if you just go the Stash Buster page, right on the top of that will be a link to the Top It Off one. If you scroll down a little bit further, you're going to see there's some thumbnails of different images from different inspirational quotes that we've done in the past, including the Top It Off. And if you click on that Top It Off one, it's going to take you, and we have uploaded our entries, so you can go be inspired by those.
And and I think it is so much fun. We've kept it on the Stash Buster page because the projects that we're using, that we're talking about, really are great for doing just that. So if you like free patterns, there's a ton of free patterns. Now there's going to be a lot of resources to go into these videos, so some different things that way. If you wait a little bit during this video,
we have something else coming.
We are going to announce our next sew along, but we're going to keep that for just a minute. But we're going to be talking about that. But today we are here to celebrate the 12 customers
who submitted. That doesn't mean that we know other people bought the pattern,
and we know other people are probably making it. But 12 customers submitted their versions of Hat Hooray, and let's show ours.
Okay.
And let's show ours real quick. And so I did, and mine got quilted. My upside down. No, here we go. Sideways.
And Heidi's is on our inspirational page again in the Stash Buster page. If you go down and keep scrolling down to the Top It Off, it's the third one over on those, and Heidi's is one of them that is pictured in there.
And I truly did use all of my scraps.
In fact, we were talking today. I'm going to tell on you a little bit, but you might notice that this fabric's just a little bit different right here. If you can pick that up from it, just because you ran out of fabric of the other one.
That's right. I didn't have enough of this, and so my whole theme is all about cherries. And so
chopping it off with a cherry.
Chopping it off, and so definitely had cherry fabric. So anyway, so that's mine.
Okay, and mine, mine. Don't worry, we don't give ourselves. Oh, you know what?
We don't get prizes.
We do give ourselves prizes because we get to come every day.
That's right. That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
And mine would not have qualified for the prize because I made the choice to leave the scarves off. So here's mine.
So sweet.
And I just decided I wanted the scarves off because I thought it'd be a fun little, more of a crib size, even though that's considered crib size in this pattern.
And if you don't remember or didn't see, Jamie did combine flannel, cuddle, and cotton.
Batik,
batiks. Yeah. But all into her project, and it makes it look so much fun.
They're little fuzzies on it. So So that's what we do. But one thing that when we do these things, and that this leads me to saying, I did not complete the project as directed. So even if I would have submitted this,
it would not have been eligible.
Yep. So just one of the things to remember as you're heading forth into our next
sew along, which that will be coming up soon. Okay. But we just wanted to talk a little bit about the customers who did submit the project and made not only maybe the small size, but a couple of them made it even the larger ones, which is great. And it does use up some fabric, although I still have cherry fabric left. Maybe that was because I started with a lot.
You did. Okay. And the other thing I do want to say is if you are one of the people we are going to talk, and if you're listening or watching later, stay tuned because we're going to talk, and we want other people to go look at their projects because things that you can learn from other people's
so exciting. So exciting what you could learn. And so just want to call out, first we're going to call out Erica. And she did and names are not associated with the quilts. So just because, for a variety of reasons. But anyways, but you'll see all of the quilts, but you won't know exactly which one's Erica's. But if we describe it, you might be able to figure it out.
Somebody might be smart enough to go open it up right now
and look at them while they're, And so she did bright colors on a gray background. Just
striking. Yep, and we talk often about different colors of background and how it can be. That you just gotta go check that one out. Loved it. Absolutely, Erica. I loved every. That one was like wow.
And Janine Sandsgaard, and I saw you watching this morning, or this afternoon. She did an interesting scarf. Wasn't hers the scarf?
Yeah.
Because it looked to be like it was a
It looked like
modeled, or how do we describe
it? Brought in a lot of different colors into the scarf.
Right. And so it made it just look like a very vibrant
And the neat thing,
scarf.
and she did what I would consider, and Janine, you can jump in and tell us more about it because you're watching. What I would consider more of a classic, what some people think is a classic white background.
Yes.
But it was fun to see too.
Yes. And then we've got Minerva, who is extremely productive. And and if you are in our creative community, you will get to see many of the quilts that Minerva is cranking out in northern Iowa. And I just love, I hope I'm quilting just as much as she is at her age.
In our retirement years.
In our retirement years, yes. And she did a real combination of, she did plaids, she did stripes, she had Hawkeye, UNI, floral. And it worked.
It worked. It looks great.
Yes, and I think it's a great example of that she obviously had, we don't know if each hat had a meaning or if she was just picking scraps, but it certainly looked great. But
it worked well together. So I think it helped expand my possibilities when I'm looking at stuff, that it doesn't all have to be super coordinated.
Yep. Yeah. And then Lori,
of course, we love this one.
Yeah, we can't go wrong with an Iowa State with a dark background.
And now this one, I happen to know that this was going to be her game day blanket. We're both Iowa State. All of us are Iowa State fans. But using the navy background, it's kind of like a denim-y looking background. Think about the use of your quilt. Like with that one, she's taking it to the game.
Right. So if you've got a white background and I spill my nachos on it, not going to be good. No. Not going to be good.
So she knew the purpose of it before she did. So that navy-ish denim background will play nicer with the spills that may happen at a game.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if Carla had a premonition that we would be saying this today, but she made the Kansas City Chiefs quilt.
Yeah.
And it looked great. But I guess if you're a Chief fan, go Chiefs. After the Super Bowl.
And the neat thing with Carla's is too, I love, she didn't necessarily have Kansas City Chiefs fabric, but the colors were there. But she also put in that gray with it. You just have to go check it out because putting that gray with it made it really cool.
Yep. And then we had, I want to say, rivals of
Iowa, maybe.
more so Iowa than Iowa State. But Susan made a Minnesota Gopher quilt.
It actually had gopher fabric. It was cute.
It was super cute. Now Deb, and I think I see Jan on. I don't know that I see Deb on this morning or this afternoon, but Deb made had a dark navy background with what looked to be batiks.
Yeah, and Deb can tell us if it was batiks or not.
So absolutely tell us if it was batiks. We've got Susan, who did a very fun, bright scarves with lots of.
I love how, like you're gonna say, the
zigzags,
the different prints and stuff, and it opens a whole different realm of possibilities.
And then there was a surprise.
Yes,
there was kind of a surprise in there. There was one hat that was Iowa State, and that I know, I'm pretty sure the story was that was for her husband. And Susan, if you happen to be on, you can tell us as well. But definitely fun to see that little. It makes it much more personal.
Yeah, and that Iowa State had nothing to do with anything else. Another one.
Nope.
Okay, Nancy, we love now. Nancy's. I love the fact that she used more of a textured background. I'm going to call it. It was a little bit more muted colors.
Yes.
But I encourage you to go look at the different backgrounds that people used because it might open your idea. But hers was very textured. So again, going away from what maybe traditional solid or semi-solid, have more of a texture to it. So that was really cool. And Deanna, this one was interesting because we get the little thumbnail. We can't always tell. I thought, it's primary colors.
It had a lot of blue.
Yeah, it had a lot of blue, and it was primary colors. How fun, just nice, classic primary colors. But when you zoom in, it's snowmen.
Yes.
And so I'm guessing, Susan, again, anybody that's watching that did this, you can fill us in on the story behind
we'd love
fabrics
to hear more about that.
Snowman. But I'm guessing that's what she did. Okay, Jan. Now, Jan, we've talked about before. Her background was totally different than anybody else's in the fact that it was black with all these other colors on it. And so then her hats, she did this excellent use of stripes.
Yes.
And plaids and how you can make the stripe go one way for one look and another way for a different look.
Yes. And Jan is watching from a charity. It looks like she's doing some kind of a charity sewing day today. So that's fun. And
Susan did say.
Yes.
Yeah, he wears an ISU hat when he's out shoveling or playing with the grandkids. So, that's why you put it in there. Yes. That's awesome.
Yes.
And Cindy, of course. Cindy, if you look at hers, It's all, again, all different prints and everything, but I'm pretty sure all of Cindy's is flannel. And if she watches this, I bet she can tell us for sure. But I am almost 100% sure, for sure, that all of hers were different flannel prints.
Yes.
And
yes.
it had a nice cream background to
yes.
it, too. So to our 12 people who actually uploaded, thank you.
Absolutely.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. Congratulations.
To everyone. And I know some people are still working on it. If you're still working on it and didn't get it done, or if you're like me and you wouldn't have made the, what do I say, requirements for it.
Yeah, you didn't meet the requirements, but you still had fun with it.
I still had lots of fun with it. I can see giving it to a little girl or little boy in the winter. Anyway,
absolutely.
It's still fun to share in our creative community and still share those pictures and inspire other people.
Absolutely. Now, so what are you 12 winners going to get today? Well, we decided on a couple different themes, I'll say, for our prize today. One, we love Atkinson Designs, and she has so many fun patterns that it seemed appropriate to maybe make the prize around something Atkinson design related. She was the designer of Hat Hooray. And it's Valentine's Day, right? So without further ado, woohoo! All of our winners are going to get an exclusive kit made just for them, featuring some wonderful pink fabrics and background binding and the pattern for Let's Play Hearts. So everything you need to make this particular table runner and all the fabrics is going to be bundled up and ready to sent to you. Yes. So if by chance you are going to be coming in the store in the next week and you want to just tell us that, that's great. But if not, we'll drop it in the mail to you so that you can get
drop
your
us
prize.
a note or give us a call if you
are planning on coming. So that is what each of you are going to get. So
wait, Susan said all the other fun hats are for the grandkids.
There you go.
There you go, when they're snuggling inside.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
So thank you.
Yes.
Okay, so congratulations, and we hope that you, if you participated and uploaded your project, that you will enjoy making another fun little table runner from Atkinson Designs.
Yes.
We love that pattern too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this whole sew along process has really got us thinking. And every time we start to look at a quilt, we're like, oh, well, that's a good teaching element, or that's a good teaching element, or this is a good teaching element. And we decided that we're going to do another sew along. Do we have a name for it? I don't know. Ooh, we don't even have a name for it. We'll come up with that. Usually we have all the details figured out. We know what we're doing. We know when we're doing it, but guess we don't have a name for it. But this sew along, same kind of thing. We're going to talk about a specific project. We're going to break it up into 4 weeks of videos. Those videos are going to start the first Thursday in March and go for 4 weeks. Those videos are going to live on whatever page we end up putting it on.
Depending what we call
it. I'll get that figured out.
Maybe we can take nominations.
Yes, suggestions after you see what we're doing.
Yeah.
And we already have several ideas about, I'll say tools that we're going to be using and techniques that we're going to be using. I think that will be very important.
Yep. And so we also want to know if you enjoy the sew along, because you don't have to participate in the sew along.
Nope.
There's no fee to participate in the sew along. You do have to have the pattern.
If you're going to make it.
You're going to make it, but you can still learn and watch the videos and follow along. And we like helping, and
absolutely. And so we will have, just like we have in the last two, we will eventually have a deadline for when the project is uploaded, and then we'll have some kind of an awards thing.
And we did talk about this one be a little bit longer.
Yes, it will be a little bit.
Deadline will be a little bit longer.
A little bit longer because it's a little bit bigger. So without further ado, I think we should. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to grab the book.
I can't do a journal.
Yeah. Okay. So we're actually working out of a book. And we do think that this particular book, is absolutely wonderful. It is the Sunday Best Quilts, and it is just a great book that has multiple quilts in it. And so just want to highlight just a little bit about the book. And we've had it around for a while because, again, we think it is just a classic.
And we know several people out there already have this book
as well. Again. Right, so many people already have it. So Pier 44, which is on the cover, is this quilt hanging right here. It is a version of a pineapple quilt. Actually, both of the ones on the cover are versions. This is more traditional, and we love that particular quilt. This is not the the project yet. I'm just
Yeah.
telling you what's in the book.
And we're gonna go ahead and tell you we do have a kit available to that one. Again, it's a be great stash buster if you're looking.
Yep.
We're gonna scan the kit anyway.
Yep,
this
just
is
so
not
you
our
know
project, but-
so you know that it's there. Okay, then there is the more modern version of a pineapple called Dayflower.
which is
And that's this quilt back here. And we have one kit, actually we have two kits for that, and I'll tell you why. And so the one kit is I'll say, more like what is actually on the cover of the quilt, with that look. And then there is a third project in that particular quilt called Home Sweet, Sweet
House
Confetti.
and Home, Sweet Confetti.
Yeah,
is
the project is Sweet Confetti. The fabrics were House and Home. And we love this quilt as well. Those three projects, the three that you're seeing here, are all in this particular book.
as well as there's several other patterns that we've actually talked about using before.
Oh, yeah.
That we just haven't got around
That's
to.
right. Great,
Yeah.
great stuff. Okay, so this book is, again, Sunday Best Quilts. But the quilt we're going to be featuring, and what we're going to be doing is Dayflower, but in a whole new fabric combination. And I'm going to grab the kit. So the project would be, the sew along would be to do the Dayflower project out of Sunday Best Quilts. Okay. And we're going to use and make, over the next month, we are going to use the Marlis,
Lay, however we say
yes, fabric collection. That is just beautiful. I have a couple bolts of it. I'm going to just pull out right here. It's this beautiful blue and white with gold.
So we also thought this color combo is kind of plays very
Classic.
traditional, classic, not time sensitive or
Timeless.
Timeless.
Timeless. There you go.
Yeah. Fill
It's
in the blank. That's what
yes.
I'm trying to do.
Yeah, fill in the blank. Once again, you can help us with our words. If you haven't followed along, we like help with our words because everything is fun,
Yeah.
cute,
Beautiful.
beautiful.
We need more.
We need more
Expand it,
words
yeah.
so you can.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be using this color combination in our videos and showing you as we go the different steps. So you'll be watching us make this project. So the sew along will be the Dayflower quilt out of the Sunday Best Quilts. Okay. So if that's something you want to follow along and do with us, like physically, then we can have those things. If you buy the kits, the books do not come in because once you have the book, we don't want to be selling you because you could buy 4 kits technically to go with one book.
Yeah.
So we don't put the books in the kits. They are sold separately. So that is something there.
I will mention as well. If we grab this kit from here, I want them to see like on this one we're more purposeful, maybe with not as many varieties.
And this one is a little more scrappy.
So if you want to use your scraps, here's a great opportunity for like Minerva, how we were talking about. None of it really matched, but yet it went together well. This could be the same sort of thing with this. It is very, in fact, Heidi, I have one cut that I cut this summer because I wanted to make this. I didn't know we would be doing it, but I just took a whole bunch of different fabrics that I'd collected and I cut all the strips and had it just cut. So if I ever got around to it, which now I'm going to get around to it, but it was all just scraps that I had. So it is another pattern that we feel is very stash buster friendly.
And I'm already working towards the part where we're talking about piecing. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to be talking about color selection, fabric selection. We're going to be talking about cutting. We definitely will be focusing on the stripology ruler in this particular example because it is very necessary if you want to say if you're going to be cutting a ton of 2.5-inch wide strips. And you will love that.
Yeah.
I was showing a retreater today how easy it is to cut binding strips, and it was like, and cut, and you have your strips, and it's so fun to be able to do that.
So definitely something we would recommend if you don't have it for any sew along or anything would be that. And I'm gonna go ahead. There's 3 different sizes of it. I would recommend
the XL.
The XL, especially for this project.
Yeah, if you have all 3 of them, great. But if you don't have any of them and are wanting a particular ruler, of course, if you have the ruler already and are wanting some tips, we always suggest going back to our cutting tips and tricks page and be able to find our videos there about some good cutting tips.
Yes,
so
for
and
sure,
using the stripology ruler.
Yeah.
So we'll have more about the deadlines. But if you already have the book, if you already think, oh my gosh, I want to work on this, you can start.
Oh yeah,
you do
don't
not
have to. Wait for us.
There's
Yeah.
no waiting for us.
Yep.
Get started, kind of thing. Again, the deadline will be into April. It will be a top only deadline, but certainly something that if you want to get started. But we just thought we'd give you a couple of weeks heads up
Yeah.
before
So you
we
can
start the
going
video.
through your stash. 2.5-inch strips is basically what it's built off of.
Yes.
You do need some yardage for what I'm calling the background or the cornerstones or whatever
Correct.
we want to call
The
them.
part that goes diagonally. Yep.
And that I suppose you could use scrappy dark fabrics or
Yes.
scrappy light fabrics if
Yep.
you wanted to.
Could be all of those.
It could be all of them.
Yep.
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 Make it your own.
Yep. There you go. So lots of fun things always happening here at Hen and Chick Studio.
Yes.
And if you didn't know, we are in Conrad, Iowa, right in central Iowa. But do you know that everything that's in the store is also available online? So no matter where you are, you can be a customer.
Yeah, and don't forget that because we had somebody call yesterday that they moved away.
And didn't realize that.
It. Nope, we're online and we're open 24/7 that
That's
way.
right.
So
That's
when
right.
you can't
Shop
sleep at
when
night,
that's
you
right.
can
Shop whenever
away.
you want.
Yes. Well, I think Heidi, we better get back to work.
We
have
better.
plenty of things to do.
Yeah, but
but
that doorbell's ringing,
Yep,
so we
of
gotta
course.
keep those customers
we
happy.
want to wish you a very
Happy Valentine.
Happy Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day. What are we?
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yes.
And from all of us here at Hen and Chick Studio, we love you.
Yes, love you.
Bye.